ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents from Chesapeake, Virginia, the 19th Annual U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. I'm Bill Incardona along with two-time world champion Johnny Archer. Johnny, the feature match this evening, EFREN Reyes against C.J. Wiley. I was watching Wiley play a match, I'd say about an hour ago. He defeated Rodney Morris from Hawaii. It looks like, to me at least, that C.J. has really settled down and is starting to play some good, solid 9-ball.
Yeah, CJ's really playing well. He's coming into his own. He's really worked on his break, and he's really breaking strong and getting a lot of opportunities, and he's taking advantage of them.
Now, his opponent, EFREN Reyes, we all know EFREN very well. We know what kind of 9-ball he can play. Now, I give CJ definitely the edge in the break. Now, he was a little upset prior to coming into this match because he thought that they had changed the time of the match. He thought that he was going to play at 9 o'clock this evening, and when he walked into the room this evening, he found out he had to play at 7. He really wasn't prepared to play. Do you think it's going to bother him?
I really, it's according on how the first 2 or 3 games goes. If he gets like on a roll here and wins 2 or 3 games in a row, it won't let him bother him. But if he makes a couple mistakes, then he could, it could bother him. So
the first couple racks of this match is going to be very, very crucial for Wiley.
I think it will be. I think it's going to be crucial to his, his attitude toward the table and toward the
situation that developed without his
right.
And in the meantime, he broke the balls in the first game, and he's really gotten good results. So therefore, this is exactly what he needed to have happen.
That's exactly right. This is exactly what he needed. He needed an easy run out here.
If he's able to run a rack or two, I think he'll completely forget about the time change and take care of business. And I thought that was a very good assessment on how you feel he'll respond out there right now. If things go wrong for him from the offset in the early going, I think that possibly he may not do well. But if things go right for him,
what do you think about this 8-ball, Billy? We're not looking at this. It's kind of, he got a little funny on this, didn't he?
Oh, I think he can just follow it down.
Ooh.
Needed the entire pocket. The pockets are shimmed on the gold crown table. So therefore, game number 1 goes to Wiley. So therefore, if you happen to miss the ball a little bit going down the cushion, down that rail, you're not really going to get it. I watched Wiley playing again. I watched Wiley playing Rodney Morris, and he was really breaking the balls. He was getting a lot of production from his break, and if there's any indication how he's going to be breaking for the rest of the match, how he broke in game number 1, Reyes has a problem.
Yeah, you keep getting shot. You give a player like CJ shots like he just got on the first ball there and making 2 or 3 balls. It's hard to overcome that. Well, he hit a good break.
4
goes
ball.
To 4, and he's straight in again. 2-9.
And there goes the 2 resting in front of the 9 in the lower left-hand corner, and the cue ball right next to the 1 up table. Now he's going to have to get in pretty good line for this 2-9 combination. How would you play this shot?
The way I would play it, I think I would play the ball, go out 2 rails, follow it. I don't know if I would have played it like that. I don't think that was. I didn't like that shot. He was trying to draw it to the side rail and back out. I didn't really. I think if you just followed that ball out 2 rails, you're coming toward the 2 ball.
And not only are you coming toward the 2, but the speed is much easier to judge the speed when you follow it opposed to when you draw it.
If he would have drawn, even if he had to hit a good shot there and hit it like he wanted, he had to get the speed perfect to come out when, he's got such a small area to come to. Whereas when he followed the ball, he's going toward the area and the angle at the ball, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, he's definitely staying on the line that he needs to be on if he follows it. Game number 2 goes to EFREN Reyes. He ties the matchup 1 game apiece.
Well, that's the breaks in 9-ball. You miss cue, and a lot of people think that it's the tip and everything. It's normally it normally is your stroke. It's the situations I've had in the past, it's normally not the tip or the chalk or anything. You just kind of hit the cue ball too much on the side or on the bottom than you really need to.
Well, he kind of hastily went to the shot and then shot it. He didn't take much time with it.
Right. Well, CJ's known as not too much of a not too much of a slow player to start with, so. Now that was kind of weird. You watched EFREN, CJ broke and made balls from the other side, and you watch EFREN break from the opposite side as CJ did.
Well, Well, EFREN just got done playing a match on this table against Steve Miserak, so he's had the opportunity to test both sides and to find out which side he liked, you know.
Oh, that's too hard.
Well, that's really uncharacteristic of EFREN Reyes to
well, you
play
hardly
himself
see
out of
EFREN.
position.
You hardly see EFREN do a mistake like that. Well, you have Steve Miserak and Buddy Hall. They're playing the two heavy sets. They're the big the heavyweights and the. Who's going to win that heavyweight bout?
Well, you know, I think that's going to be a very close contest. Steve Miserak, he's playing extremely well this tournament. You know, he defeated Earl Strickland on the featured table last night. And then he had to play EFREN Reyes in the last rounds. Well, EFREN Reyes was the victor in that match, but nevertheless, Miserak is playing well. Buddy Hall, I think he's off his game somewhat this year. He's had a subpar year. Very nice
shot.
shot.
Good shot there.
Very nice shot.
Yeah,
Yes.
these are the kind of outs CJ actually needed.
And I was going to say he has to watch on that shot that he doesn't get a straight in angle on the 6, considering the position of the 7.
And the line he's going at the 6. The line he was going at the 6, he could get straight in pretty easy.
Very, very easily he could have got straight on the 6, but that wasn't the case. He hit the 6 a little roughly, but the pocket accepted the shot. And now he's back in perfect line for the 8 and 9. This is game number 3. Wiley, after miscuing in game number 2, lost that game, but he's come back in game number 3 to take game number 3 and take a 2-1 lead in the match.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good match here. I think both players, EFREN has been playing well all year. He's really played well, and I think EFREN's due to win a tournament.
Well, that's an understatement, really. I mean, how many times has EFREN been in the finals?
That's true. He's been
and failed to win.
Yeah, he's been in the finals two or three times this year, and CJ's been in the finals. So I think both players are due to win a tournament. They're both playing well, and
CJ's been playing very well this year. Very well. I think he's currently ranked like number 5, and he's been playing very well. Like for Lexington All-Star, he finished 5th. In the Bay State Shootout, he finished 4th. In the Reno event, he finished 2nd. He went to the LA Open, finished 3rd. Then they had a tournament before the Bicycle Club. It was the California State Open. He won that one. Then he went to the Bicycle Club and he finished 4th. He finished 9th at the World Tournament, but he's been playing very, very consistent, good 9-ball.
Yeah, he really has. He's really played consistently all year long, and he's had a lot of top 10 finishes, and that's the key to playing in the tournaments. Ooh, that's a good shot.
Excellent shot. How about the position of the 6 and the 9 on the bottom cushion? Seems like it's there's no offensive shot for the 6 or the 9.
Oh, he was trying to go into him there. Now that was kind of a hope shot, don't you think, Billy?
I don't know. See, he has to put more thought into certain situations like this.
I thought he could have. It looked like he could have came off the rail and got to the 5 and the side he's shooting, but from up the table. Well, he broke him up. I don't know if he really wanted to from there. See, he shot that too a little fast.
Okay, now exactly what you alluded to earlier in the telecast about his demeanor at the table. If things don't go right for him at the beginning, may hurt him in the early going.
I had a feeling EFREN might snooker himself there.
He'll masse this and go around.
You think he's going to masse?
Yeah, I think so. He's very adept.
Then what's he going to do with the 7-ball?
Well, he'll masse, possibly hit the cushion before the 6.
Oh, and come out and then take a tough shot on the 7.
Yeah, excellent shot maker.
That ain't no good. Oh, he went
to hit the outside of the ball.
Outside. That's a good shot.
So
see, Billy, you got me thinking different here.
What's that?
I thought he was coming the other way. And
yeah, well, he could have, but he could have actually done it either way.
That way there was a little bit better. You got a little bit easier shot on the 7. Well, that's kind of what I thought. CJ's kind of shot a couple, couple wild shots, and ooh, that's got to get up a little bit. Now this is no easy shot by no means, because I remember missing this shot in the U.S. Open to get to the finals on Buddy Hall. I didn't hit it quite that good.
Game number 4 goes to Reyes. He ties the matchup at 2 games apiece. And CJ, I think, literally opened the door for Reyes in that particular game by shooting the 5 ball sort of like haphazardly, and then getting a kiss off the miss, broke up the cluster, left Reyes and a good opportunity to tie up the match. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah. CJ he's had opportunities just about every game. He could be up this match 3-1, 4-0, fairly easy, and then the score is at 2-2, which is early in a match. You know, and one thing about the 9 ball is all momentum. So you really don't want to give up the momentum playing a player like EFREN, which it looked like he snookered here. Didn't he, Billy?
I don't know if he snookered or not. From our vantage point, it's hard for us to
yeah, he snookered there.
Determine whether or not he snookered or not. Well, the way he's addressing the table certainly is an indication that he snookered. He's looking to push out or either kick.
No, I think he's kicking.
It's fairly difficult.
No, he's pushing out. That's a good shot. That's a good push out.
It's a very delicate shot here. It looks
Let me
like
ask you something, Billy. Why would he elect to hit the 3 to push it to there instead of just pushing straight with the cue ball?
well, possibly he may have figured that if he would left the shot on the 2, at least he wouldn't have left a favorable angle to play position for the 3.
Right.
I thought that the shot had a possibility to be, I thought that Wiley had a possibility of doing exactly what he did there.
That's still, though, that's a good shot that CJ made. He really, at least see EFREN knows he has to push out to where he knows he's going to get another shot. Then if CJ happens to make a bad shot, well, he didn't do nothing with it, but if CJ happens to make a bad shot on the shot he tries to play safe on, then EFREN gets rewarded by the push out.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he had a shot, and and anytime you're at the table, you got a chance when you're not, whenever you're in your worst spot.
Okay, CJ has a great opportunity now to calm himself a little, getting ball in hand. The balls are positioned fairly nicely on the table. All he needs to do is concentrate, keep strong concentration, if he can gather it, that is.
Right.
Right now, we're not sure whether or not he's gathered the concentration necessary for him to beat Reyes. Because if he's able to concentrate, he certainly has an excellent shot to win this match.
Well, he's shooting a little bit extra fast, and I've seen him shoot lately.
Yeah, his pace is a lot quicker this match than it was against Rodney Morris. He wasn't hesitant about that shot.
No, that was just being able to have a power stroke and able to force the ball down. That was just really a good shot.
Game number 5 goes to Wiley, and he manages now to take the lead once again, 3-2. So it's been a seesaw battle since the offset. Wiley has been the only one that's had the lead. 1-0, and then again at 2-1, now again at 3-2.
But anytime you look at the score and you're only down by 1 or 2 games, you always know you're in the match.
You're definitely in the
anything
hunt.
funny happens, or
corner ball.
now CJ elected to break from
he
the
needs
other.
a kiss off the 3 to get a nice shot on the 1, but he still has a good shot on the 1. The 2 lays in front of the left-hand side pocket on the other side of the side pocket. So therefore, he's going to probably have to put a lot of English on the ball and go 2 cushions across table for position for the 2. He would like to have gone across table a little deeper than he ended up in.
Right, but he couldn't really take a chance of coming too deep and hitting the 2 and scratch it.
He might have the angle, Johnny, to go around the 9.
Tell you what, this is kind of I don't think he does have an angle, Billy, because with the top English he's going to be using, I think it's going to drift him down toward, I think
the 8 may come into play here.
The 8 or the 9. I think actually, one or the other could come into play here. Watch out, 8.
He hit the 8,
but he got
fortunately he hit the 8 on the right side.
Right.
There's a couple different sides on that ball, and he hit the right side of it.
Right. Well, he hit a good shot. He took. He played the safe side of the ball, to come at, and instead of trying to do something funny with the cue ball, he just went ahead and took his chances, and the 3 was laying fairly close to the hole, so.
He played the proper side of the 4, so he can just draw back toward the 5, never at any time going behind the ball.
Right.
If he would have opted to follow that ball, he would have then had to clear both the 9 and the 8. He's too streetwise for that shot, or I should say pool-wise.
Right.
This is game number 6. With the pocketing of the 9, Wiley will then take a 2-game advantage in the match, 4 games to 2.
Yep, 4-2 CJ. Tell you what, you give CJ 2 or 3 more opportunities here, he can blow this wide open. Well, Mizrak's leading Buddy Hall 3-0. Rodney Morris leading Parika 3-1.
Tom Kennedy in a mild
Kennedy's
surprise.
ahead 3-1.
3-1 over Strickland.
And it's knotted at 1 over on Davenport and Joyner. So, tell you what, the U.S. Open, it brings it brings a lot out of people. Well,
how about Charlie Brinson last round?
Charlie Brinson, I tell you what, he really showed a lot of heart. He really played hard, and he knew he was the big underdog going into that match with Earl. And I tell you what, I've known Charlie for, I guess, for 6 or 7 years, and Charlie's always had a lot of heart. He hadn't really had the game that a lot of players possess, but I tell you what,
he gets the most out of what he has, that's for sure.
Exactly, and that sometimes, most of the time, that's going to win you more matches than the game.
Notice the push. He pushed over. What a beautiful jump shot.
Good shot
with
there.
his regulation cue. With his own cue.
that's the rules we have now. You can't jump with anything but the cue you're playing with, so that makes it a lot tougher. So it's a big advantage to certain guys. It's a big advantage to certain guys that can jump with their regular cue, and some guys can't. Like EFREN, he wouldn't been able to jump that, and CJ used it to his advantage.
Well, I'll tell you, he may have been upset from the offset of this match, but right now he's playing with a lot of confidence.
He sure is. He's really fighting hard. He's bearing down, and that's the way you have to play. It looks like it's going to be a 5-2.
He's got a fairly nice angle on the 8. I thought perhaps he may have even played position for the other corner, considering the angle. But of course, from our vantage point, sometimes it's hard for us to tell. Okay,
wow.
And I was going to say the only thing that can hurt him is pure carelessness, and
that's what it was. Just shooting fast. Now, see, CJ's a fast player, and at that time there, that played against him. Sometimes you just have to regroup yourself. I mean, you got a little bit where it was a little bit of cut on the 9, and ooh.
I didn't think that ball was going to fall for him.
I didn't either.
As soon as he struck it, I thought, oh, he's got a problem, because he hit it with a pretty hard speed.
Yeah, he hit it with firm stroke, but evidently the lights on that table was got that table dried out a little bit, so. Yep,
Okay,
that was a huge turnaround there. I mean, CJ was looking at being 5-2 and leading, and now it's 4-3, and now EFREN's breaking, and if EFREN gets a couple easy games here, now CJ's going to be losing instead of winning 5-2, and it looks like he's going to get an easy shot. Well, maybe not an easy shot.
Not yet. He's going to be against the 8 when he comes to the table. That is CJ. He's going to be locked up behind the 8.
Can he hit enough of the 1 to really lock him up?
Yeah, he can hit him. He can hit enough to put him behind the 8 here.
Now, see, EFREN, I'll watch him shoot shots later. Now, this shot, he might shoot this with the left-hand bottom.
Well, left-hand bottom.
Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
See how he spun it with the left-hand bottom? See, a lot of guys don't understand that. And even if you have to hit not enough of the ball, that left-hand spin will make the cue ball stay there, because it hugs it against the cloth.
It's a friction thing. It'll turn it back.
Well, CJ hit a good shot, and
I don't know. I think he's left a shot here.
Well, he's left a kick on the bottom rail.
He may have left a shot. Very
no, I
close.
I don't think he can make it.
It's very close. He's taking a look at it now. I think he's left the shot.
He might be.
He looked at the 2 balls.
He must can make it, because well, he looks like he's drawing this. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, it's a pretty easy shot, and well, now it looks like it's going to be 4-4 instead of 5-2 on the miss on the 9. I can't really say much about it because I missed enough this tournament too.
You missed enough in this tournament to be sitting next to me, haven't you?
Exactly. I missed enough this tournament to last me the whole year. So I can't really say anything about it.
You know, and it's really hard to fault CJ, you know, for a careless mistake like that, because that's just the way he plays. He's a fast-paced player, and what is his undoing sometimes is what makes him, you know, achieve certain goals. I mean, he gets out there and he plays with a lot of heart,
right,
and with very little fear, and he's a quick player,
right,
and that got him to this spot. So
you can't really fault him for for shooting fast, and it was just he just missed a shot. It was really really wasn't his fault, or I mean, well, it was his fault, but I mean, just waited. It's the way the table rolls.
And
EFREN's playing with another cue. That's the first time I've seen him play with that cue.
Yeah,
the cue he's got.
It doesn't look like the cue here that he's been
It's the same
playing
cue,
with.
I think. We just had the tournament in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Parika was playing with that cue, I think. And well, it looks like it's 4-4.
And talking about Parika, he's playing a match against Rodney Morris. He trails in the match 2-3, and he's playing with the cue that looks fairly similar to the one Reyes is playing with. I really
well, that's
can't
his
tell.
break cue there. He's playing with the Mucci, I think, Billy.
Is the cue Reyes? Reyes doesn't. That's not a Mucci with Reyes. That's from the Philippines.
That cue that EFREN has right now is the cue that EFREN normally plays with. So this is kind of weird. He's breaking with the cue he normally plays with and playing with the new cue. So that's kind of, well, 9 on the break? No.
Nothing on the break.
So
Nothing
on the break. That's kind of different that EFREN would be playing with the... That's the same cue I picked up and hit some balls with in Raleigh that Parika had. Boy, I tell you, I don't see how he played it. It felt like it was a 25-ounce cue.
Oh, wow. Okay, very, very important shot for Wiley here.
Yeah. He played it nicely. Does a 2 pass to 7?
I don't know, but he has an awkward angle on the 2. If it doesn't, if he shoots the 2 into the 6, there's a good chance of him pocketing the 9.
He's cutting the 2 in the side. Well, I'll tell you what. I guess that was the right shot, because if this is like making the 9 on this shot. Well, he just won the game.
If he don't miss cue. Well, of course, he's going to force this one.
Yeah, this is not much of a draw shot here.
I was thinking about him drawing on the one ball a couple racks ago when he
scooped it and went to the pocket.
2-point at the upper right-hand corner. Swish. Nothing but net.
Yeah.
After game number 9, it's Wiley with the lead 5 games to 4.
Well, that could have been a costly break that EFREN didn't make anything on the break, because now it shifted the momentum. EFREN had the momentum back from when CJ missed a 9 ball. So now actually it shifted the momentum back to CJ. So it's kind of, you just have to wait and see. One thing about it, we're not going to be disappointed with the excitement of the match. Now, see,
that's for sure.
EFREN broke from there and nothing went, and CJ went and the corner ball went. Now that's kind of.
Well, CJ, has a lot more velocity, and he puts a lot more velocity into the break than Reyes, and possibly he may have just forced the long ball in.
Could have forced the corner ball in.
Hit it very thickly.
That could have scratched. No.
Yeah, it is.
Boy, I tell you, he hit that one awful fast again. That shot there. If you take it for granted, you can miss that. It's a lot tougher shot than you think. Well, Kennedy is ahead of Strickland 4-1 and shooting at the 9 ball. Kind of a fairly tough shot, but it's a shot he should make.
Oh yeah, I think it's a shot he should make. I think he should make it at least 3 out of 4 times, 4 out of 5 times, 5 out of 6 times, somewhere around there.
Well, which one is it, Billy?
Well, it's one
what
of
is
the
the true
3.
odds on
Let me
the
see
shot?
after he shoots it. I'll tell you.
I think he's going to make it 1 out of 1.
Probably 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6. He just made it.
Okay, well that shifted it. Well, CJ had an opportunity there to go up a couple more games.
Yeah, I see this match being played very closely by both players, and I think the lead change will change several times before the match is over.
I don't know. I think somebody's going to blow it open in a minute. I just think kind of the way the balls are breaking, and there's a couple, both guys are kind of making, mistakes. Well, EFREN really hasn't made, I don't think, any mistakes, has he?
Oh, none that I can remember.
No, I don't remember EFREN making any mistakes, and CJ's made a couple kind of mistakes, but he's still in this match is still 5-5. Well, EFREN can pocket a 9 ball here. All right, it's 5-5, and I think the way the balls are going on the break, Billy, I think somebody's going to open this one up in just a few games.
Buddy Hall tied his match up.
Has tied it up.
3 apiece. Rodney Morris in front of Jose Perica 4-2. And as Johnny mentioned,
Kennedy's 5-1.
5-1 over Strickland.
Davenport's pull ahead of Joyner 3-2. I think that's going to be a close match down there with Joyner and Davenport. They're both playing well, and Joyner's really done well. It's good to see him playing well in the tournament. See now the corner ball.
That's the 9. That's the ball that gets.
Well, the 9's a bigger reward than the corner ball, I guess. So, okay, so that's 6-5.
It's the first time in the match where Reyes has had the lead.
Yeah, this is the first time Reyes has been in front in this match, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So, Billy, I was wanting to ask you, when are you going to come back and play on the tour?
Well, I've been going through an exercise program, and I've been on a very stringent diet lately. Like yesterday, I had devil's food cake, and tonight I had the banana nut. So
Devil's food. Well, what's that got to do with playing on the tour? That ain't the question I asked. What kind of food you eat?
Johnny, I really.
I mean, have
really
you gotten
enjoy
a little bit, in the age category that you wouldn't like to play anymore with the young guys?
I see. You were on me last night, so now you want to continue. Oh, okay. Well, to tell you the truth,
But you look good.
I got a letter from some of the younger players last week prior to the Open.
You got a letter.
And in the letter was a check for $2,000.
Okay.
And
from the younger players.
Yeah, it was Wiley, Kennedy, yourself, and Ellen.
Okay.
And you all donated $500 apiece and asked me not to participate in the Open, knowing what a threat I was to win the title. So I said, well, why not, these guys.
Yeah, I can see that. Why wouldn't I remember that one? Oh, I know why, because Ellen paid my $500 for me.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a super nice guy, yeah.
But
we missed you out here, Billy. We missed you out here playing,
Yeah, I can understand that. Every time one of you drew me, it was a buy.
Well, I mean, it could be, but, normally.
Well, maybe I'll,
But we enjoy your company out here, while you're playing, because you're colorful. You wear some funky shirts, and So.
Well, thank you, Johnny. I like your hairdo today.
Thank you, Billy. Okay, Billy. Back to the match. What do you think here? Think he's going to try to safe him behind the ball? CJ's going all out here.
No.
He's shooting at this ball, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep, he's shooting at this ball. Okay, now. What's the 3? Did the 3? You think the 3 passes to 6?
I don't really think it's that important because as straight as CJ's been shooting, he can pocket the 2 and then draw it back for the 3.
Just like that.
Just like that. That was a Wiley shot. Now he's going to have to make sure
shot.
that he stays on the right side of the 4 here.
I think if he stays kind of where he's at with the 3 ball, I think he can use the 8 to force him backwards for the 5, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Okay, now he may have run into a problem here. He's going to have to draw across the table. The 6 may become a big ball here.
Oh, he's drawing the ball.
Yeah. The 6 might come into play here. He did brush the 6, but he's still in reasonably decent line for the 5.
Elevated over the. That's a good shot.
Very nicely done.
Well, he's
next shot's missed. It's usually undercut.
He's striking the ball cleanly.
And it's really surprising that Wiley missed that 9 in an earlier game, or the game he missed the 9, because so much determines on how you line up.
Exactly.
You know, and he usually lines up well. That's why he's such a great shot maker.
Right.
But he lines up well. Had he lined up wood on that shot that he missed the 9, I think he would have made that also.
Right. Well, just like the 9 there, you seen him take a couple more strokes on it and took a little bit extra time, because he probably, in the back of his mind, there was a remembrance of the 9 he missed a couple games ago.
Something like that stove that he gets burnt by, you don't go back to. Remember, he told me the other night, you get burnt by a stove, you don't go back. You missed the 9 like that carelessly, you take a little more time next time. Okay, CJ pocketing the 1 along with another ball on the break, the 6. Really hasn't come up with a shot. No, either he's going to have to push, or maybe he can go behind the 5. I don't think he can go behind the 5 to pocket the 2, so he's going to have to do something here.
See, he really don't want to push out here, because wherever he pushes out, it's going to leave EFREN a safety where he can just bump the 2 into the 5, or actually leave him a bank shot to where he can bank the 2, and the cue ball stays on the end of the rail down there where the 3's at. So he could hit the edge of the 2 here. I think he's going inside, try to kind of bank it like that, and still left it well.
He may have left a billiard
on the 7. It looks like.
He may have left a billiard on the 7, and what he wants now is he wants
the referee to take
a look at this particular shot in case Reyes hits the 7 first. He wants to make sure that he's rewarded ball in hand. Yeah, he got a little unlucky when he left the billiard, because he did make a good shot.
Yeah, he did. He made
repositioning the 2.
Well, he made a shot. He went ahead and took a chance at getting a safety on EFREN, because he knew wherever he pushed out at, he was going to be an underdog at a great disadvantage to win the game.
So he tried to create something, and I thought that he did when he struck the ball.
I did too. I thought he hit a good shot, but the ball just happened to come off the rail just a little hard and get up next to 7.
Rodney Morris is just running away from Perica, 7 games to 2. He's a very explosive player. He's got a big break, and he's obviously taking advantage of it.
Rodney's really playing well. He won the tournament we just had in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I tell you what, he's really playing well, and he's playing with a lot of confidence now. And to come back and play Perica tough like he is after losing to CJ in a tough close fought match, it shows a lot of heart.
Well, he loves to play. He's very young. I don't believe he's over 21 years old.
I think Rodney is 23 years old. He's a couple years younger than I am. But I tell you, I went to Hawaii, and Rodney's an up-and-coming player, and he asked me a couple years ago how could he get better, and play. And I told him, I said the only way is to come over to the mainland and start playing with all the players on the tour and play in the tournaments. I said your game will jump, and then you'll see how good a player you can get.
Yeah, and he's a fine person too.
Yeah, he really is. He's a super nice guy, and he's a real credit to our tour. We're really proud and pleased to have Rodney on the tour. Well, 7 is 7-6, and the cue ball is going. Well,
not enough.
Unlike
speed.
the Energizer battery, it kept on going. The rabbit stopped, didn't it? 7-6. Well, Kennedy's pulled ahead of Strickland 6-1 now.
Everything else, with the exception of the Kennedy-Strickland match in the Morris-Perica match, is pretty close.
Pretty close.
Pretty
Yeah,
close.
all the other matches are close. Mizrak Hall is well, that's going to be too hard there. But still, he hasn't really got much to shoot here.
I'm kind of curious to see how well Wiley does with this shot, because he's one of the few players I would like to have shoot this shot for me as straight as he's shooting.
Wow.
Excellent shot. Look at the
What
speed.
a shot.
That was a tremendous shot.
That's a great shot he just made right there. Jacked up out of the corner. Ooh, that one kind of went in.
Pretty close, but nevertheless, it still found the bottom of the pocket.
That's a good. He got a reward by making the 2-ball. That was a great shot. I tell you what, he's made some really good shots to stay in this match. Because if he missed a couple of them really tough shots he had, EFREN could blow this match open, but he really stayed in there.
Yeah, I watched him play like I mentioned before against Morris, and he seemed like he was really playing solid 9-ball. And it looked like to me that he had slowed his game down quite a little bit. Not much, but a little bit, maybe just enough for him to be a little more careful than he usually is.
Yeah, and it's I watched the Morris match too, and it looked like he has slowed it down. But I tell you what, this match here looks like he's
picked it back up a little bit.
He's picked it back up just a hair.
Maybe that because of that extra adrenaline flow playing against Reyes and so on.
Reyes and further along in the tournament, on the feature table. And well, this match is a 7-7, Billy. This looks like this could be a...
Yeah, it's been a dogfight.
Sure has. It had been over a couple-game lead so far in the whole match, has it?
No, it hasn't. I think Wiley had the 2-game lead once or twice in this match.
I think he had the 4-2 lead. Was it 4-2 lead? I think he had it. And that was it.
1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2, then 3-2, then 4-2. Then he missed the 9 and made a 4-3, then 4-4. Then he took the lead 5-4.
Well, the 2's going to
And he's going to end up with some kind of a shot here. Nope, I was wrong.
Again,
like I usually am, and as Buddy, I was wrong 76 straight times with doing commentary with Buddy. 76.
76 straight times. Well, Billy, that's unlike you. You normally, that's a good shot. Well, but he left EFREN a kick, and
yeah, but
when you leave EFREN, I think he can come 2 rails. Is he coming 2 rails?
Yeah, he's going 2 cushions, and he's trying to go underneath the 3-6 here. But
how about the 6?
Yeah, but then he doesn't have to do well with that angle. It's very difficult to control both the cue ball and the object ball on that particular kick shot. Now this is another difficult shot.
And he hit it perfect again.
Oh my! And he's going to get very good results. The 3, I think, will pass the 6 in the upper right-hand corner. I think he does have room. He does. He looked at the 4, which is an indication that he's playing position for the 4. Make sure he has to cut it. That's wonderful. He's really playing well. Very, very nicely executed by Wiley. Another nice shot. He's looking at Reyes unjoining his cue, because that's really a penalty unless he goes to the director and says, I'm going to unjoin my cue for a reason.
He's changing shafts is what he's doing. But see, that's his break cue. That's not his playing cue. I think he can change shafts on his break cue. I think if that was his playing cue, I think that would be. See, CJ shouldn't.
I think that's loss of game if it was his playing cue.
Yeah, I think it is loss of game if it's his playing cue. But I don't know. I think on a situation like that, he wasn't doing it intentionally, so I don't think it wasn't a shark move, so I don't think
it should be called.
It should be called. No.
But anytime you leave something upon someone's discretion, you run into problems. You have to have it black and white, and that's just the end of it. At the end of game 15, it's Wiley once again with the lead. This time with the score being 8 games, Wiley, and 7 for Reyes. I think perhaps CJ should just forget about stuff like this when he's
Yeah,
in a very crucial match.
I mean, he shouldn't. It shouldn't
allow himself to be bothered with this, you know.
See, he's just putting himself in a position to let something like that bother him. See, I mean, if he didn't put himself in that position, you know, he can just go on and break the balls and get a shot and run out, and everything's okay. But nevertheless, scores 8-7, and I think EFREN Reyes has got a safety.
Well, he's going to go for the combination here, John.
You think he is?
Yeah, most certainly.
I tell you what, I see the safety. I see a good safety behind the 5 ball, which I see looks like the 5's partially blocking the pocket. I guess it wasn't blocking it enough, was it? He's got a shot in the side. Well, kind of a tough shot, though. Good shot there. Now that's not as easy a shot as he made it look. Well, I tell you what, EFREN looks like he's really striking the balls good too. Don't you think, Billy?
Oh, he really is. He played extremely well against Howard Vickery. I didn't get a chance to watch his match against Steve Mizrak. I was told though that he really didn't play that good against Mizrak. But he certainly has come into this match focused. That's for sure. He's playing very well.
Well, one thing about 9-ball, you really, you know, a lot of people, you know, think, well, he's playing bad. He's made some mistakes. But a lot of times, just the way the tables lay, you know, the way the outs you have, the way the runouts are, you know, you really can't help but make 2 or 3 errors. Whereas, you know, if you have such easy, you know, runouts, then it makes you look like you're a genius.
And you're right. Sometimes you can only look as good as the balls make or allow you to look. So, and maybe last match against Mizrak, the balls really weren't cooperative.
Maybe not, and don't look like it was cooperative for Mizrak either.
That's funny. Oh, John, you can't say stuff like that.
Well, I mean, they couldn't have been too cooperative for him.
I'm just kidding with you. After game 16, it's 8 apiece. EFREN Reyes, CJ Wiley.
Well, I'll tell you what, Billy, if I keep playing pool like I have lately, I'm going to be up in the booth with you more often.
I don't really think that it was totally your fault. You know, I know that when you played Robles, that match could have went either way. Robles happened to have played an outstanding match against you. You really didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, Robles, that match here actually probably maybe was my best match of the tournament, which I didn't play too many of them. But I think it actually was probably my best match of the tournament, and I didn't win it. He really played well, and he got a couple breaks when he needed them, you know, and that's part of it.
I didn't watch you play Luat. How did you play against Luat?
Well, I played against Luat. Well, I actually didn't play.
No?
No, I forgot to play that match.
You showed up though, right?
I really don't know if I did or not, to tell you the truth. I can't remember.
Okay.
No,
that answers the question though, really.
No, I got down in the match 6-0, and I had a pretty easy shot the first 3 or 4 games. And I got down 6-0, and then I decided I wanted to play, and I pulled the match to 10-10. And then you know, I didn't get many shots the last 2 or 3 games. I got 1 shot, and I missed a long shot. I tell you what, while we've been talking, EFREN has really made a good safety shot. Did you see that safe shot he made?
Yeah, but I thought that Wiley should have taken the option there. He should have accepted the shot, because I don't believe anything could have really gone wrong for him if he would have, even if he would have contacted the.
Well, the thing about it is, anytime you have a safe shot to where you're going to split the balls up, you know, you're going to split the balls up. They're going to, you know, they're going to be a long distance apart, and there's a good chance as the object ball could get behind something, you know, then you have to take it. You know, you just about have to take it.
Yeah, he had a
because
good
like you
safety.
say, there's not hardly anything that could happen to him.
It was a rare miss by Reyes there. I think that's the first ball
That's the first ball I think EFREN has missed in the match.
that I can remember EFREN missing. This is a difficult shot here. Very
Right in the
nicely
hole.
hit. Very
Good
nicely
shot.
hit.
That was a clean struck ball there.
Another kind of like pesky little shot here. Well, he put the draw stroke on it to kind of like increase the accuracy somewhat on that
Right.
shot.
You know, you'll watch a lot of players. They hit certain shots, and you see them hit them a little bit firmer than you would think. But that's when they're in a position with a tough shot, they want to strike it firm because, like you say, that makes the accuracy a lot easier.
Okay, now this is similar to the one ball that he hit thickly. Let's see how well he's adjusted.
Watch out. There it is. Well, CJ just done something I haven't never seen him do before. He started pulling a Strickland. Started clapping like Strickland does when he makes a mistake and the crowd oohs and ahs. That was just a kind of a careless error, you know, another fast draw.
Yeah, and that's I credit that to carelessness also, because you know that shot, you know that the cue ball will be going in the direction of the upper right-hand corner. That's just the natural path it's going to be taking,
Right.
unless you make some sort of an adjustment on the shot. You have to make sure that you hit the very edge of the ball with just a little bit of English to make sure it turns it away from the pocket.
Well, the thing about it was he put left-hand English on the ball. He put left-hand English on it, and that made, it all matters on how much English you put on it, and he just put too much English on it. That was kind of a mistake he made, and I can't see right now. This guy here, he takes up the whole table. Oh, there you go. Got down in a hurry. Well, EFREN broke the balls, and it looked like he was going to jump the table, and made a ball and turned out to be perfect. That was it's kind of I guess from CJ making a mistake, and a lot of times that follows right behind
that's
it.
like adding salt to injury.
Right.
Know? You know you've done something wrong, and then you turn around and you're burned again for it.
Exactly. That happens so much in this game. Well, Rodney Morris has pulled ahead 10-3 on Parika. Well, I'll tell you, Rodney Morris really is playing well. He's breaking the balls. I mean, he's got one of the best breaks I've seen in a while for an up-and-coming player. He hits them solid, and that's the main key, breaking the balls. It really isn't how hard you hit the balls, it's how solid you can hit them. Kind of like yourself, Billy. I mean, you're known as one of the top probably 200 or 300 breakers that I've ever seen.
From the booth for sure.
Yeah.
I reckon
I would
my best
think.
from here. This is the first time in the match Reyes will have a 2-game advantage, 10 games to 8. Someone used a little bit of flash photography out
flash
there.
Photography is no good.
That's really not what you want to use in a billiard tournament. It's flash photography.
Well,
So-
EFREN Reyes has pulled ahead 10-8 in this match, and I can see at this point EFREN breaking this match open after the mistake CJ made. CJ had a chance to go up 9-8 and
Foiled
scratched.
it when he scratched in the corner pocket.
Watch out, cue ball.
Oh, he's going to scratch in the
Yep, he's
corner
gonna
pocket
scratch.
now.
Sure is. Boy, I tell you what, that's a good opportunity for CJ there, because CJ, he was probably looking at not getting to shoot anymore.
Well, that seems to be the pattern that this match has taken. Anytime any one player has created a lead, the other one came right back, because either the breaker didn't pocket a ball, or he did pocket a ball, didn't come up with a shot, or
Right.
he scratched, or something, of that nature happened, and it looks like Wiley now is the recipient of a scratch, and let's see what he can do with it.
Well, just like now, EFREN really didn't break the balls bad. He didn't do anything. You know, and something come along and hit the cue ball and just knocked it in the corner. That was just kind of a stroke of bad luck.
He's going to stretch here, so he's going to have to be a little more careful on this shot. Anytime you stretch, you lose a little accuracy, and you want to shoot it there like in a hurry because you're stretching over the table and you want to get the shot over with. But he was able to handle it quite nicely, and he's gotten the cue ball back in perfect line for the 8.
It's going to make the score 10-9 with Wiley breaking. Tell you what, that's the kind of shot that CJ needed after the mistake he made. He really needed an easy shot to you know, to keep his momentum going, and that's kind of what he got.
Yeah, that's definitely what he needed.
Well, this has been a fast match. I guess when you see CJ Wiley in a match, and it's going to be a fast match.
Wiley's matches usually take about an hour and a quarter, hour and a half at the most.
Well, I'm kind of glad it is because I have dinner reservations. So.
Oh, did you get them reservations for the White Castle?
Okay, that's funny, I guess. I guess
Johnny's wife Shannon's sitting next to us, and
Watch out.
she really looks nice.
I was going to scratch and got kissed out.
Let me ask you something, Shannon. Where are you guys eating dinner tonight? Kyoto's? Is that a steakhouse or a seafood? Japanese steakhouse, huh? What's Johnny going to order?
Chicken and shrimp.
Chicken and shrimp? It's one of his favorite dishes?
Yes.
You really look nice tonight, Shannon. Back to the match. Okay, Wiley has an opportunity to tie it up there, John.
Yep, he's got a chance to make it 10-10 and breaking the balls. And that's the big key, breaking the balls.
Oh, I believe he would have preferred another angle, a different type of
angle. Yeah, that
angle
there was, well, I think he can, he's coming around.
This is rather clumsy, this angle here, but he was able to swing the cue ball 2 cushions around for a shot on the 5. His task would have been a lot easier had he been straighter in on the 4. But despite him having the wrong angle on the 4, it looks like he's still done pretty good with it.
I think he's okay. Now this shot here, you kind of want to be testy with it. So you kind of really have to stiff it up a little bit. And
well, in the meantime, he's got an excellent shot on the 8. All he needs to do is pocket it.
He's elevated a little bit over the 9, and he missed it. I thought that elevation might be, well, CJ's gave away a couple opportunities to really. He made a beautiful run out to that point. As EFREN would do, EFREN's not going to give you a chance when you make a mistake.
Well, that's for sure. You know, when you make a mistake against a lesser player, you may be able to get away with it. But when you make a mistake against Reyes or a player like Reyes, Archer, or Strickland, or a player of that caliber, it really very rarely does go unpunished.
Well, there's a lot of, tension out there. You know, a lot of guys, every match is really, they're trying hard. It's the U.S. Open, and whoever wins this match here is going to be on TV, guaranteed to be on TV tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure both guys are thinking about that, and that's kind of the way, it is. There's a lot of tension, so one little drawback, and you don't get to be on TV, and you're trying to win, and CJ's really trying hard to win his first tournament, and normally that's the hardest ones to win.
Well, here's an interesting situation from our vantage point once again. I don't know if the 1 will pass the 9 into the corner pocket.
I think the 1 passes the 9, Billy. I think because I could tell the way EFREN run back to his chair. He kind of got the cue stick pretty. Yeah, it passes pretty easy. I can look on the TV monitor. Passes pretty easy. And even if it hadn't have, he could have overcut it into the 9 and went off the 9.
Well, EFREN's biggest task in this particular rack is going to be going from the 4 to the 5.
Yeah, that's going to be his main concern here. I tell you the kind of a shot he would like was get fairly straight in on the 4 to where he can just draw it back under the 5 on this side so he can shoot it up past the 7.
Yeah, that would probably be the safest route for him to choose. That 7 is a very big ball. And
if he's going up that way with
Yeah.
the cue ball. Yeah, it makes it a lot bigger ball.
Well,
That's what he done. He got
to,
almost straight in. Oh, I think he got 2 straight in.
No,
actually.
he's opted to play the same route you would have chosen, Johnny. He's attained a very good angle, by the way.
He has to kind of watch out for getting straight in here. He does not want to get straight in on this ball, and he didn't. He actually didn't want to get there either.
Matter of fact, he's gotten a little bit too far off that side cushion to his liking here. He wanted to end up around 3 inches short of the mark that he finally ended up in.
Well, he's looking at playing the 9 ball. I think at this point, you just have to go all out, shoot for the 5, and don't try to play a little safety. And he's run into the 6, and he's looking at it like it tied it up somehow.
Yeah, I think it did tie it up.
Oh, it did tie it up. I can see it on the monitor.
If it did tie it up,
tied it up.
Yeah, if it tied it up, it's
I'll tell you, that's kind
really
of
uncommon to see.
That's kind of unlucky.
Something like that happen. That's really unlucky. Really unlucky.
I think what he's going to have to do here is play behind the 9, and he's going to spin it with inside so you don't leave him the bottom cushion. Well, he left him the bottom cushion. Well, it don't go though, does it? The 6 does it go by the 9?
No, but he can go 2 cushions underneath the 6.
I think that's the shot. Well, I don't think he can get up underneath it, Billy.
No.
No, I don't think he. No, he can't. He can't hit the right side of the 6. You can actually see it on the TV over here.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's just better off trying to kick it in then. If it'll pass the 9.
I don't think it passes the 9 either.
It won't pass the 9.
I think he's in a predicament here.
He certainly is.
I tell you what, the way the ball's laid, I think he's going to have to elect to go 2 rails here.
Yeah. This way he can assure himself he'll hit it, and possibly.
And the cue ball's going to stop. You know, and that's a good shot.
That's an excellent shot. Considering the position he was in, he certainly got the most out of it.
That's the best shot he could have. That's the best shot he could have made from where in the position he was in. So this shot here, it actually gives him a chance to win the game from here, because this is a tough shot, and I know EFREN didn't want this kind of a shot to when he came back to the table.
Well, he's looking to bank it. At least he walked over there, looked at the ball, see if there was a path to the pocket if he elected to bank it. But as thinly as he cuts balls, I wouldn't be surprised if he cut it.
I think the shot he's going to shoot here, Billy, he's going to spin it with outside and come around this way and shoot it in the right-hand corner. Just like, oh, he shot inside on it.
He spinned it with inside. Wow. Spinned it with inside. I mean, that totally fooled me with the shot.
Well, EFREN will fool anybody. That's unbelievable, the shot he's made right there. I can't believe that.
What confidence a person must have to do something like that?
Well, the thing about it is, the shot that he just shot, he's so far away from the ball that he has to judge how much that ball's going to spin into the 6, because the ball is going to curve going down.
Well, that's one thing about Reyes. He understands deflection and masse.
That is some kind of shot. That's
well.
I mean, even the player he is, I don't see how he could shoot that shot. That's wow. Huh? Well, that's just a phenomenal shot there. He deserves to win on that game with the shot he made right there. Well, he made a ball, Billy. How does this look? Oh, it's going to get down. CJ might get one more opportunity. Well, no, I think he's going to have a bank shot. And it's pretty path for the cue ball just to float down under the...
No, if he banks it, Johnny, I think he's going to draw the ball into either the 2 or the 8.
I don't know. I think he's going to float down, Billy, don't you think?
I don't think he has the angle to float. He's going to play safe. He's going to put him behind the 7.
See, that's too hard, I think.
And that may not be too hard.
No, that's too hard. He can see an edge of it.
Well, if he can see an edge of it, he can put him behind the 2.
I think he can see an edge. Well, he can curve and see an edge of it, I guess. Once the 4 stays there, he's okay. Not the 4 didn't stay.
I don't think he has a pocket.
No, I think the 1 passes the 3. I think the 1 passes the 3, Billy.
All right. If the 1 passes the 3, it could be all over.
Yeah, because he's going to draw it over and shoot the 2 in the same pocket that the... Oh, wow.
He'll shoot the 2 in the lower right-hand corner now, drawing the cue ball. He has enough room to do that.
Well, I tell you, he has really played a great match here. I think both players played a really good match. CJ could have won the match. You know, he made a couple errors, but I tell you what, I think he really, EFREN's really played a great match.
Yes, he has. CJ did get the opportunities to be in the match, and he did blunder a few times unexpectedly, but Reyes has played an outstanding match.
Yep, EFREN's really played a great match here. Well, Rodney Morris has defeated Jose Perica 13 games to 4. And looks like Kennedy's going to go ahead 9-3 on Strickland. Joyner's ahead of Davenport 7 games to 4, and Miserak's ahead of Buddy Hall 7-5. Well, looks like that's okay. It looks like EFREN Reyes is going to secure himself another TV spot.
He certainly is.
Well, he's took up more time on TV this year than anybody.
A very unhappy C.J. Wiley shaking EFREN's hand. He's understandably so. In the meantime, a couple of your friends are going to be playing in the next winner's bracket match.
Yeah, Nick Varner and Tony Ellen's going to be playing. That's going to be another good match.
Tony's been playing
two
really
good breakers. Tony won a tournament this year. He's won a pro tournament, and Nick's won. He's won a pro tournament this year. And then Nick just won the Challenge of Champions out in Las Vegas.
He defeated Tony Ellen in the finals.
Defeated Tony Ellen in the finals. So have 2 hot players playing right now, and CJ's not happy.
Johnny, I think we're going to close this out right now, so we're not going to be doing an interview. So it's really been a pleasure having you stop up and visit us here and doing some commentary. I'd like to have you again, possibly in a semifinal, or even a or even a final match, if you don't mind.
Okay, I would really enjoy that.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Billy.
On behalf of Johnny Archer, this is Bill Incardona saying thanks a lot for supporting Accu-Stats. Give Pat a call, 1-800-828-0397.